to the very first Narrowboat Vloggl. This week we're rounding up the best bits from recent Narrowboat vlogs. Mark and Julie from We're on the Move are on the Kennet and Avon Canal and they're racing to beat lockdown.
So that's the first lock done. We've reversed out of the mooring spot, we've reversed to the water point, filled up with water, reversed to the winding hole, turned and then gone into the lock, and we met some subscribers and viewers of the channel and they very kindly helped us through the lock.
We've got a week to go before they close about 9 miles of the system down on the Canal.
This is lock 63. This is our second lock of the day. We're having a fantastic cruise today. We've met some subscribers. We met 2 boats coming out of a lock. They helped us go in the first lock. We got to the water point. It's just been fantastic and the weather is absolutely gorgeous.
Paul and Anthony from Narrowboat Life Unlocked are on the newly launched Morning Star. They explore the canals around Lancashire. They find a well-hidden water point and Kev from Bickerstaff comes out to solve a power problem.
There is a water point by Dean Lock. It's in a black box attached to the wall of a stone cottage on the corner, and we'd walked past this dozens and dozens of times and we would never have noticed it if it wasn't for another boater letting us know. We were told by loads of people never pass a water point, always fill with water. You never know if the next one will be working or not, or whether there'll be a queue for water. We'd been using the boat for about 5 days and it took about half an hour to fill, so we're guessing that we used about half the water capacity in those 5 days. We were having problems with power at this point and we contacted Kev and he came out because he said that didn't sound right, and he came out to examine it that evening, spent a couple of hours working on the boat. It was our anniversary. We really didn't think Kev would be joining us that evening, but we didn't tell Kev it was our anniversary. And bless him, he'd been working all day, came out to the boat and discovered it was a relay switch, which they'd never come across before, that problem. But it was good to know that it wasn't something that we'd done. So we're at the water point for the second time since we started out on this journey, and we're a lot more relaxed this time. It was sort of running around frantically looking for things last time, at the end of the hose pipe, things that weren't put away properly. But yeah, you learn by your mistakes. We've made plenty this first week, but that's the reason that we've gone out on the cut, just to get used to the boat, take her out for a run and find out.
Louise and Dave from Narrowboat Changing Pace give us a taste of summer when they continue their journey on the Trent and Mersey Canal through Rugeley and onto Great Hayward. They cross the Brindley Bank Aqueduct and pass a field full of narrowboats.
It's a narrowboat in the field.
3 narrowboats in a sheep field. Convenient though, isn't it? Maybe they hire out the spaces.
Oh, you know what I think this is? I think this is glamping.
Peter and Dawn from Winging It, boating on a budget, removed the last of the interior from Leander Lady, and this includes removing the pump-out toilet tank.
So this is obviously the tank from the pump out toilet, so that's got to go, and that is not a job I'm looking forward to, because obviously we've got to disconnect pipes and then you just never know what you're going to find.
Trev cruises from Ayno to Lower Hayford and back again all in one day, which means doing Somerton Deep Lock twice.
When this part of the Oxford Canal was built, the southern end, they'd actually ran out of money basically. So instead of putting double lock gates at the bottom, they went to single lock gates, which were cheaper to install. And also, we ended up with some very deep locks, like this one. It's not the deepest lock on the system, but it's the deepest lock on the Oxford Canal. I've heard about this lock from many a person and how they don't like doing it. Well, I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I like the challenge. That's me through Somerton Deep Lock. I actually pulled it out by rope. I didn't want to be climbing down slippery lock ladders down 10-12 feet or however far it is. So I make sure I didn't run out of rope. I actually attached 2 10-metre ropes together to make sure I had plenty of rope. But yeah, that's one big old gate. I've turned the boat around now. This is the first lock heading back up to Lower Haven. Well, I'm now starting to have a race against time. The sun is starting to get quite low in the sky, and I still have Somerton Deep Lock to do before I get back to my mooring. To coin a phrase from Robbie Cummings, I'm cranking it. Well, the sun is definitely starting to get low now, and I still have a good half a mile to do before I reach the Somerton Deep Lock.
And finally, Sasha's narrowboat life experienced a white figure heading towards her as she travelled through Wast Hill Tunnel.
Wast Hill Tunnel. Originally I was going to talk about some of the features of this tunnel. Something really unexpected happened and I saw a white figure approaching the bow of my boat. Just in case you were wondering, the swan did make it past the boat okay, and he carried on his journey in the opposite direction to the other end of the tunnel.
Join us next week for another Narrowboat Vloggl.